You know, you really don't have control over anything. You see, the only difference between being on the ground versus outer space is the illusion that gravity gives you. Gravity gives you an illusion that you have control over your movements. But in reality, the gravity that holds you in place is what gives you that false sense that you are in control and that you have stability because of gravity. But that's an illusion, because if you were outer space, you would just be floating around with no control of your movements. Even the earth itself doesn't even have control over its movement. I'm talking about the spin, the rotation of the earth around its axis as it revolves around the sun. It doesn't even have control over its spin. It's because of the gravitational pull that the sun itself provides is what causes the earth to spin. So, likewise, on this earth, we don't have any control over anything. And that's the whole point of the human prison bar system. It pretends like you have control, you have voting rights, but it's a pretend thing. Democracy, voting rights is just like gravity itself. If gravity was released off of this planet, we would just be floating with no control over our movements. We would be under the mercy of no gravity. And wherever we ended up in outer space, that's where we would continue to go. Like if you was in outer space and somebody pushed you like this, look at my chest. If somebody pushed you like this, you would just float in that direction for all eternity. You see? And if somebody pushed you forward, look at my hand. Boom, you would just go like this, moving forward. No control over your movements. You will be under the mercy of no gravity. But on this earth, you are under an illusion that you have control over something. Like me right now. I'm walking around and deciding which way I want to go based on gravity. It's not me, because if gravity was lifted, you see how I'm spinning right now? If gravity was lifted right now, I would continue to spin. Even though if I wanted to stop, I couldn't even stop. You get what I'm saying? So even our sense of that we have control over something, even that's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like however you look at stuff, man, it's like we've been lied to from every angle, even down to gravity. One of them fucking demons walking. So I gotta be quiet because fucking stupid HPBs walking around. Stupid ass people. But yeah, I'm back in a me zone. No HPBs around. So yeah, that's how it is with gravity, man. It gives us this false sense of security, man. Like ignorance itself. It's like gravity. It gives you this false sense of security, that you are in control of everything and that your vote counts and all of that stuff. When in actuality, it doesn't. It's a pretend system. Everything in this world is make-believe. If they can make you believe it, then it's real. It's a make-believe world. Make them believe it. Everything is make-believe in this world that we live in. It's all make-believe. If we can make it seem real, they will believe it. Artificial food, artificial concepts, artificial people. Everything is make-believe in this world, man. Make-believe certain incidents they'll create to make people go and protest. Everything is make-believe. We're living under a false assumption, even down to the gravity itself, that gives us that false sense that we have control over our movements. We don't control anything. Only thing you control is being able to accept reality and denying what is not true. That's it. That's what it all boils down to. Nothing else in this world matters, people. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. The only thing that matters is accepting the truth. That's the only freedom you have. That's it. You have no other freedom. You are under gravity. You are in a physical body that is underneath the elements. You at the mercy of the elements. You at the mercy of gravity. So the only thing you have left is to accept the truth. That's it. That's what it all boils down to. Like, you can lose everything in this world, but you can't lose what is true. That's it. You can't lose what's true. That's it. Everything else is a false assumption. I was just thinking about that. I was just walking and I just thought about that. How gravity is another mechanism of the illusion to make us feel like we have power over something. Think about it, people. If it wasn't for gravity, we'll just be floating around in the air. But that's how it really is. We really should just be floating around in space. Gravity is giving us that sense of stability. It brings everybody together, but people are not coming together based upon their own force. No, it's gravity pulling people together. Without that, we'll just be floating around like astronauts in space. So we don't even have control over that. So that means everything is a lie. Everything that holds this world together has nothing to do with us. It's all due to outside influences. You get what I'm saying? We don't control anything. We don't control our heartbeat. Think about it. We don't control our heartbeat. We don't control nothing. We don't control if the sun comes up in the morning. We don't control if the sun sets at night. We don't control nothing. We don't control the rain. We don't control anything. We don't control our digestive juices in our stomach when we eat something. Only thing we hear is your stomach juices making noises and your stomach growling. We don't control that. We don't even know what's taking place on the inside of us. We don't control anything. Think about it. So that's why people are so that's why people are always looking for some type of support system and wanting to be a part of the clique and wanting to be accepted, because in reality, people who want to be accepted, they realize that they are helpless by themselves. They realize that shit. They realize they are helpless by themselves. And it's like, internally, they feel like an astronaut in outer space. I need a safety rope to keep me from floating out in the distance by myself. But me, I'm not like that. I'm a jaguar. Let me float. I don't mind floating, because unlike them, I'll be floating with the reality, the truth inside of me. If we gotta float, at least I'll be floating not under some illusion. At least I'll have the truth. If I don't have anything when I die and leave this world, at least I'll discover what's real from what's fake. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. This is Left Side of the Brain. Hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep these videos, you know, proliferating throughout YouTube. Bring a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. The Secret Wars is still on and popping. It's us versus them. Jaguars up. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out.